Hello dear students, this is Nayab, mathematics teacher, and today we are discussing linear graphs and simultaneous equations, which is chapter 2 of Syllabus D book 2. And today we are going to solve exercise 2D, question number 2 and 3. So let's get started. Question number 2 says, using a graphical method, solve each of the following pairs of simultaneous equations. We are given two equations and we are going to solve each of them separately and draw on a graph paper. So let's take the first equation, x plus 4y minus 12 equals to 0. So let's solve this. If we take minus 12 on the other side, we are going to get x plus 4y is equals to 12. Remember, x is adding on one side, on the other side is going to get subtracted, and 4 is multiplying with y on this side, so on the other side it's going to get divided. So we'll get something like this. Y is equals to 12 minus x upon 4. So let's put this on the table. So if we take x as minus 4, we'll get y as 4. If we take x as 0, we'll get y as 3. And if we take x as 8, we'll get y as 1. So let's put this on the graph paper. Take our graph sheet, 1 centimeter graph paper, and plot these coordinates. I'm going to show you the same solution on a graphical software, which is GeoGebra. Okay, we are on the interface of GeoGebra. Let's plot the first coordinate, minus 4, 4, 0, 3, and 8, 1. Now let us join this. So you take a graph paper and do this step. Let's go back to the question. Okay, now we take the second equation, 4x plus y minus 18 equals to 0. Let's take 18 on the other side. It's going to get 4x plus y is equals to plus 18 is going to get positive. Now 4x is adding on this side, on the other side it's going to get subtracted. So we'll get equation like this. Y is equals to 18 minus 4x. Now let's put this in the table. If we take x as 2, we'll get y as 10. If we take x as 3, we'll get y as 6. And if we take x as 6, we are going to get y as minus 6. Let's plot these coordinates on a graph paper. 2, 10, 3, 6, and y minus 6. Y is 6 minus 6. Let's turn this. So we say that both of these intersect at points 4, 2. This is the coordinate, and we call this solution set. So this is a graph paper. The graph intersect at the point 4, 2. So the solution set is x equals to 4 and y equals to 2. Kindly pause the video here and try yourself question number 2, part B, C, and D. Once you have solved and made the graphs, resume the video and go to the next question. Question number 3, part A is consider the equation y is equals to 2x plus 9. The question is to copy and complete the table. We are given the value of x in our questions already, and we have to solve this with respect to y. If we take x as minus 8, we'll get y as minus 7. If we take x as 0, we'll get y as 9. If we take x as 4, the value of y will be 17. So you can see this by putting or substituting the value of x with these. And you can do it orally as well. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 9 is 8 times minus 8 times 2 is minus 16, and minus 16 plus 9 is minus 7, like that. So using a scale of using a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit on x-axis and 1 centimeter to represent 4 units on y-axis. Draw a graph of y is equals to 2x plus 9. Remember, the value of x should range between -8 and 4. So this is a graph paper. This is a scale. On x-axis, 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit, and on y-axis, 1 centimeter is equals to 4 units. Now let us make a graph. So if we plot this, -8, -7, 0, 9, and 4, 17, and when we combine this, we'll get a straight line. Now let us do the second part, which is part B. Consider the equation y is equals to 1/4 of x plus 2. Copy and complete the table. We are given the value of x, -8, 0, and 4. So if we take y, x is -8, we'll get y as 0. If we take x as 0, we'll get y as 2. And if we take x as 4, we'll get y as 3. So it says on the same axis in the previous part of the question, take these values and plot it on the graph paper. Make sure that the x-axis, the value of x ranges from -8 to +4. So this is a graph paper, and this time we have these new values, -8, 0, 0, 2, and 4, 3. So when you combine these two lines, you'll see you'll get an intersection point, -4, 1, which we are going to see in the next part. So hence solve the simultaneous equations. 2x minus y is equals to -9, and x minus 4y is equals to -8. Remember, these two equations were already solved in the previous two questions. So from equation 1, we get y is equals to 2x plus 9, which was the first part, part A. From equation 2, we get y is equals to 1/4 of x plus 2, which was part B. And this was the graph that we made previously, and our intersection point was -4 and 1. So we write like this: the graph intersect at the point -4, 1. The solution set is x is equals to -4 and y is equals to 1. We stop here, and we'll solve question number 4 in the next class. Until then, take care of yourself, keep on practicing, and draw the graphs of question number 2, part B, C, and D.